Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about what are, in my opinions, the best gold farms that you can do at the moment in order to make a lot of gold in Dragonflight. Just before I start going through the list of all these different farms, I really want to highlight two things that you can do in order to improve drastically the amount of gold you will make by doing these farms. The first one is try to do it on an enchanter. With enchanting, you will be able to unlock the inside of the blue specialization, and here you will be able to locate mystic items that you can then disenchant into regents. So this is something that is really good because basically you will be able to get some epic blue and green mystic items that you can then disenchant into some of these very valuable regents. And what you want to do is really unlock all the different ranks in order to get the plus 10% chance to locate some of these mystic items. You can also get tailoring because with tailoring, you will be able to get the cloth collection sub-specialization. So all you want to do is choose tailoring mastery. You just need 10 points in order to unlock the first sub-specialization, and then you will have cloth collection. So here you will be able to collect particularly damaged forms of welder cloth for using when you kill humanoids. And also, when you unlock all the different ranks, you will be able to collect welder cloth bolts. And this is something that again will help you make even more gold. So if you can get one or two of these specialization when you're doing these farms, you will at least improve the amount of gold you will make by maybe like 30 to 50k gold an hour. So let's start with number 9. And at number 9, we're gonna have PvP. With PvP in Dragonflight, you are able to get some items that you can then sell on the auction house, and you can make quite a lot of gold by getting all these different items. So all you want to do is some of the PvP activities, whether it's joining some of the random battlegrounds, random arenas, or with war mode on activated, you can also get some of these crates that can drop from the sky or kill some people from the over faction and get some special chests. So this is really something you can do easily and that can reward you with some very good items. All these different items are going to be the plants, recipes, and patterns that you can then use in order to craft some very good PvP armor pieces. So as you can see, all these different items will have an high level of 424 when you will play in arenas and battlegrounds. So these are items that people who are doing PvP are currently very interested in. You also have, of course, some green patterns that can also be pretty interesting. And here again, you will be able to sell either the plants or then craft the items for quite a lot of gold. So with these different items, you have two ways to make some gold. The first one, of course, is to simply sell the different plants and recipes on the auction house. Or you can also decide to craft some of these items, and like that, you will be able probably to make quite a lot of gold. For the green ones, you will be able to sell them directly on the auction house. And for the epic ones, you will have to go through the crafting order system in order to craft these different items and make some gold with it. So in order to get all these different plants and recipes, what you want to do is either again join all these different random BGs and arenas in order to get some of those victorious contenders strong boxes. You will be able to get one of these strong boxes per day per character when winning one of the arenas or one of the brawls, and then you will be able to get as many as you want each time you win a random battleground or random epic battlegrounds. And again, inside these different crates, you have a chance at getting some of these plants, patterns, and recipes, and you don't need any profession in order to get these different plants and recipes. So this is something you can do on any of the characters you would like to play on. Also, when you are playing on war mode on, you will have a chance sometimes at getting some of the supply crates. Normally you will have an announcement in your chat box and you will have a plane that will drop this crate. You can then open the crate and inside you will have a small chance at getting some of these plants and recipes. What I would encourage you to do is simply go in the group search and just type war, and here you will have some groups that are currently farming all these different crates. So this is the easiest way for you to get some of them and to have a chance at getting some of these recipes and plants. When it comes to the value and the sell rate, so on average, right now the sell rate is going to be between 0.4 to more than 1, so it means that you will be able to sell them pretty easily. When it comes to the value, for instance, with this never working pattern, you will be able to sell it on average on European realms for 300 to 385,000 gold. Then for these plants, you will be able to sell them for 395 to 413,000 gold. For these tailoring patterns, it's going to be 337, 347,000 gold on average. And then even the green ones, as you can see, can still sell for maybe 75 to 120,000 gold on most realms. After that, at number 8, we're gonna have a skinning farm. In order to do this farm, you just want to come here in the Rockfang Ravine in the Honoran Plains, and you want to kill all the different Rockfangs that are around this place. The best way to do this farm is to go in the custom search and to find a group for lever farm. And here you will be able with 2 groups of 4 to kill a lot of these mobs. So all you want to do is pull all the mobs that are around, and then you want to come back in the middle, kill all of them, and then skin them. And you want to do that again and again and again. And normally all these different mobs spawn pretty fast, so you will be able to get a lot of lever by doing this farm. As you know, like lever is always something that is good at the start of an extension because the prices are not too bad and you can make quite a lot of gold. So this is something I would highly recommend you to do now if you like this type of skinning farms. But keep in mind that maybe the value of all these different materials might decrease later in the expansion, so this is maybe not something that will be as good as now in 1 or 2 months from now. After that, at number 7, we're gonna have a very specific farm. So in order to do this farm, all you want to do is kill some of the rares that are available in the Honoran Plains and in the Waking Shore. When you kill some of these rares, you will have a chance at getting a trinket that you can then sell on the auction house. This trinket is the Razorwind Talisman. So this is the only BOE that you can actually farm and sell on the auction house with this high level. And so this is definitely something you will be able to make quite a lot of gold with if you can get your hands on it. So there are a few things that you want to keep in mind when farming this talisman. The first thing is that the high level will change in function of your high level. So if you have, for instance, 378 or 380 of high level with your equipment, you will have a chance at getting a better high level for this talisman. Right now, the highest high level we've seen is 376. So this is really good. If you're doing it right now, like on a character like me with 357 or 360 high level, you will most likely get only a blue quality item with 363 or something like that. So I would highly recommend you to do it on a character that has a high level. Also, this is apparently something you will only be able to do once per character. And by that, I really mean only once per character. For instance, I killed all these different rares last week, and this week, unfortunately, I'm still not able to kill them again and get new loot. So you really want to make sure to wait to reach level 70 and to get a good high level before killing all these different rares on your alts or on your main characters. And like that, you will have a chance at getting this really good trinket. So as you can see, really, the drop chance are extremely low, and all the different rares are the following ones. You have first Terilod, the Devot, that is located just here in the Waking Shore. Then you have Typhoon, the Ascended, that is located in a cave just here in the Honoran Plains. Then you have Zenet Abyss. This is a bird that can also drop a mount and is located just here near Tirakai. And then finally, Prozella Galeshot, that is located in this camp in the Honoran Plains. When it comes to the value and the sell rate, so currently for a 376 talisman, the sell rate is 1.2, so you will definitely sell it pretty fast, and on average it will sell on European realms for 500k gold, and then on US realms for 376 it will be between 450 to 865,000 gold, and as you can see there is not a lot available at the moment. And then you can also make a lot of gold even if it's still 372. As you can see, it's going to be between 260 to 400k gold still. After that, at number 6, we're going to have another farm that will be located in the Honoran Plains. This time it's in the Roaring Dragon Springs. And here again, this is a group farm. So in order to do this farm, what you want to do is go in the group search, and this time you want to type either frost or air. And like that, you will be able to find some of the groups. So for instance, here you really want to focus on the air and frost and not the frost and fire that we will talk just after. So with this farm, all you want to do is go in the middle. Again, normally you will have 2 groups of 4, and then you want to pull all the different mobs that are around, all these different air and frost elementals. The items we're after in this farm are all the different Awakened Frost and the Rising Frost, and the Rising Air and Awakened Air. These items sell extremely fast, and you will always be able to make quite a lot of gold with them. So this is one of the farms where you really want to have enchanting if you can, because again, you will be able to get some of the resonant crystals as well by disenchanting some of the mystical items that you will receive. So this will definitely make this farm way better, but again, it's really only if you have an enchanter available or if you can get enchanting on one of your alts. Next to that, of course, you will also get a lot of gray items and also like green items that you can then sell on the vendor for quite a lot of gold. So you will be able to make also a little bit of raw gold by doing these different farms. After that, at number 5, we're gonna have another group farm that this time you can do in Tardrasus in Tier Old. So this group farm is pretty simple. All you want to do is kill all the different elite protectors and titans that are around this Tier Old place, and like that you will have a chance at getting some of the titan orbs. These orbs are some materials that you will need in order to craft some jewel crafting and enchanting items, and so this is something that a lot of people are willing to buy on the auction house. And this is something that is region wide, so you will be able to sell them pretty fast. Again, all you want to do is go in the group search, you want to type orb, and here you will find a lot of groups. So here it's really important to mention that only the elite ones will have a chance at dropping these different orbs, so there is no point in killing all these other small mobs. Really just focus on the elite ones. Also, one thing I want to mention is that there is one quest boss that can be a little bit annoying to kill, and so I would not recommend you to actually spend some time. Normally, this boss will spawn just here in that part, and really this is the only thing that you want to avoid. Other than that, you want to kill really all these different protectors and titans, and like that you will have a chance at getting some of these glowing titan orb. After that, at number 4, we're gonna have another group farm that this time will take place in the Waking Shore just here in Dragonbane Keep. So here again, you want to go in the group search and you want to type frost or fire, and normally you will find a lot of these different groups. So this is very similar to the air and frost farm that I mentioned earlier. All you want to do is go here in the middle of the map, and then you want to pull all the different elementals that are around, and then you want to kill them. Normally this is something that goes extremely fast, and you will be able to kill a lot of these different mobs, and like that you will have a chance at getting a lot of the different Awakened Fire and Awakened Frost. Again, 2 of the different materials that you can really sell fast for a lot of gold. And again, here I would definitely recommend you to get enchanting, because you will get a lot of these different like items that you will then be able to disenchant, and you will get some additional materials that you can then sell for a lot of gold on the auction house. After that, at number 3, we're gonna have another group farm. This time, this farm is taking place in the Azurspan, just here next to the Camp Antonidas. So again, you want to go in the group search. You either want to type jerky or mount, and normally you will be able to find a group. And then all you want to do is really kill all the different mobs that are around this little pound. So it includes all these little like villages. Each time you see a little tent, you can kill all these different gnolls, and also all the different hyenas. And after that, you want to just circle around this little island and kill all the mobs on the island as well. So with this farm, basically we're after these different items, the Tusker Jerky. The Tusker Jerky has one of the components needed in order to get the Temperamental Skyclaw mount. So this is something that a lot of people are currently buying, and that you will be able to sell really fast. So I would definitely recommend for this farm to get someone with tailoring, because again, you will kill a lot of these gnolls, and you will be able to get some extra cloth by doing this farm. After that, at number 2, we're gonna have another group farm in the Azurspan. This time it's gonna take place in the Brackenhide Hollow. So here again, you just want to type in the group search cloth, and you will find normally a lot of the different groups that are available. All you want to do with this one is go in the middle of this camp just here, and you want to pull all the different mobs that are around and then kill all of them. So for this specific farm, I would really encourage you to get tailoring, because you will get a lot of these different clothes, and like that you will be able to make even more gold. With this farm also, you will get a lot of green and gray items that you will then be able to sell. So you should be able to make quite a lot of raw gold, and you will also be able to get quite a lot of different items. For instance, I even got this recipe. So really, this is a farm that I would say right now is pretty good for many different reasons. But if you want to make it as good as possible, I would say get tailoring and if possible enchanting. And like that, you will be able to really make double the amount of gold you would on a normal character. Finally, at number 1, we're gonna have the Vault of the Incarnates raid. So with this raid, you will be able to get some BOEs and you will be able to make a lot of gold with these different BOEs. So with Dragonflight, there is a big change when it comes to raid BOEs. Basically, you won't be able to get them through the normal trash. You will have to kill some lieutenants inside the raid in order to get some of these BOEs. Each time you will kill these different mobs, you will have a guaranteed chance at getting some of the BOEs, but of course it's not guaranteed for everyone. It's guaranteed for the group. So this is a little bit more tricky, let's say, to farm these different BOEs, but at the same time, it means that these different items are going to be more rare and therefore more valuable. So you will definitely be able to make even more gold if you are able to farm these different BOEs. When it comes to these different items, they all have different eye levels. So in normal, you will be able to get either 389 or 395 BOEs. In heroic difficulty, it will be 402 to 408. And then in mythic difficulty, 415 to 421. One thing that is important to note is that during the first 2 weeks of the release of Season 1, you won't be able to farm these different BOEs in mythic difficulty. All these different items will be binds when picked up. But after 2 weeks, they will become binds when equipped, only the ones that you will get after these 2 weeks. So all these different items include these 9 items right here. So you have 2 for each categories of equipment, and then you have 1 ring. What's interesting is, as you can see, all these different items are in normal difficulty and they all have 389 eye level, and only the ring has 395 eye level. So I assume that basically you will be able to get some BOEs from the 4 first bosses, and then you will be able to get this ring from one of these lieutenants in the wing boss. So this means that during the first 2 weeks, you will be able to farm some BOEs with the highest eye level possible being 408, which is pretty good. Really, in my opinion, even if it's going to be a little bit more challenging to farm all these different things, you should definitely try to kill these different bosses and to kill these different lieutenants on all your different characters that can actually do the raid. And like that, you will have a good chance at getting some of these BOEs, and then you will be able to make a lot of gold. Of course, also, they will have a lot of space to maybe flip some of these BOEs and try to make some gold like that. But again, this is something I will cover in a future video when the raid will be released. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm sure that there are plenty of other farms that I haven't covered in this video, but these are the ones that I really wanted to focus on. I hope you will be able to make a lot of gold with all these different farms, and keep in mind that probably throughout the expansion we will get a lot of new farms, so this is a video that I will have to update later on in the expansion. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime I wish you the best of luck with your gold farming activities. Bye!